Everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we learn some unsettling facts about Judy Dupart, Brat, and their child, true legend. Although the couple has been quite open about many aspects of their lives, this particular story has remained a mystery until now. Let's look at what happened. What began as an ordinary day at home swiftly turned into a nightmare. Brat and Judy Dupart reportedly left their little son, true legend, in the skilled care of his nanny while they were out of town. True just turned 1 year old and is just starting to walk and crawl, a moment when curious little feet might lead to unexpected dangers. According to sources, the home was undergoing minor repairs at the time. During a brief moment of attention, True managed to veer off course and came quite near to a ladder. In only a few seconds, he tried to climb it but slid and was harmed. Thankfully, his caretaker was nearby and immediately rescued him. Even though Brat and Judy haven't mentioned this occasion on social media, it seems like they intended to keep it a secret. Furthermore, the caretaker said nothing, maybe out of respect for the privacy of the family. The public was only made aware of the incident by staff members who were there at the house when it happened. While discussing the current improvements at the property, they brought it up. Thankfully, True seems to be recovering well from his injury. This situation serves as a stark reminder of how easy things may go wrong. Brat, Judy, and baby True deserve our best wishes for a quick recovery. Brat and Judy Dupart have been extremely forthcoming with their fans, sharing both their good and challenging times. But behind closed doors, the couple had to go through a terrible ordeal they didn't want to talk about. This is the shocking story of how Brat, Judy, and their little son, true legend, enjoyed a peaceful day that became a nightmare when a short diversion led to a horrifying disaster that left their supporters in shock. You know that Brat and Judy Dupart have never shied away from letting the world inside their lives if you followed their route. From the pleasures of parenting to their own struggles, they have flaunted their feelings. Despite sharing many of their memories with pride and affection, they have so far kept one episode a secret. The story highlights how unpredictable motherhood can be and the constant worry that even the smallest situation may turn disastrous. Unfortunately, that is exactly what happened on what seemed to be a normal day. When Brat and Judy left the house, their little bundle of joy, true legend, was in the care of a trustworthy babysitter. At little over a year old, True was at that adventurous period that most parents like and dread. With his newly developed crawling and walking skills, he was at that fascinating period of life when the world becomes an endless playground. And today wasn't trouble-free, even if most days were. According to sources, while the Dupart home was undergoing minor renovations, staff were scattered over the property. The situation seemed to be innocent enough. Little True felt safe in his caregiver's care, and the workers' noise was typical. Accidents, however, may occur at any time, and no one was prepared for what happened next. At some point throughout the day, True legend happened to wander into an area that was meant to be off-limits in what can only be described as a brief moment of distraction. Anyone who has spent time with a toddler knows that they can move rather rapidly. And after a few seconds, True had headed for a ladder that had been set up for the upkeep. To his naive mind, climbing the ladder probably appeared like a fun activity. But in reality, there was a serious danger involved. Being the little adventurer that he is, True tried to climb the ladder. Unfortunately, it didn't take long to realize the inevitable. He slipped. The tiny child must have been frightened, even if the fall was short. Luckily, a caretaker in the area rushed to his aid and dragged him to safety before things got worse. But it was an all too real worry. In the commotion that followed, True was checked for injuries. Even while the incident left some bruises and scars that will not be forgotten anytime soon, it is a huge relief that things did not go worse. The caretaker's quick actions and having someone close by likely prevented a far more disastrous outcome. All involved, however, experienced the incident's emotional toll. Remarkably, neither Brat nor Judy Dupart chose to publicly address this horrific event. Given their transparent nature, one would have expected a post about the tragedy, an impassioned message about the dangers of toddlerhood, or possibly a cautionary tale for other parents. But they remained silent instead. There has been speculation as to why the couple chose to keep this event under wraps, given that they are often rather forthcoming with their fans. The couple may have wanted to keep the celebration secret in order to preserve True's privacy, according to insiders. Perhaps they believed that this was one incident they didn't want the public to look into, since accidents happen to every household. Another reason might be that the two did not want to shock their fans or create unnecessary fear. Given how stressful parenting is already, it may not always be your intention to relive a traumatic event on social media. Interestingly, neither Brat nor Judy made this knowledge public. It wasn't until a couple maintenance workers mentioned the incident while discussing the ongoing renovations at the property that it became clear. After their conversation inadvertently exposed this intimate moment to the world, fans had to piece together the details. Despite the scare, it seems like True Legend is on the verge of a full recovery. The couple is likely relieved that the situation didn't worsen, even though they haven't spoken out about it. True is a strong child who, with the support of his loving parents and close-knit family, will surely heal faster than before. This incident should serve as a reminder to all parents that even in the safest of environments, things may go horribly wrong very quickly. Because children are inherently curious, accidents may happen during those fleeting moments when you think everything is under control. This is a truth that all parents must face, yet it is no less horrifying. As fans of Brat and Judy, we can only imagine how scared and nervous they must have been to hear the news. Even though it's every parent's worst nightmare, their ability to deal with it amicably and without undue stress demonstrates how resilient they are as a family. Despite the ups and downs of parenthood, they are clearly doing all in their power to raise True Legend in a loving and supportive environment. Let's take a moment as we wrap up this story to wish Brat, Judy, and baby True all the best. The road of parenthood is full with both amazing and terrifying surprises. But with family's love and support, any challenge can be overcome. I hope Brat and Judy continue to face the difficulties of parenthood with the same strength and composure that they have so far shown, and that True heals well and swiftly. Brat and her wife, Judy Dupart, have long been admired in the entertainment business for their openness, love for one another, and now their contentment in raising their son, True Legend. Since the couple has publicly shared many of their life events, from romance to the growth of their family, fans have watched their journey with admiration. But behind all of the glamour and flash, things are not always perfect, and life may take unexpected twists at times. The family was recently left reeling and appealing for prayers after their treasured son, True Legend, was involved in a strange accident. That this information, which was first kept under wraps, has only now come to light has shocked and alarmed fans. True Legend, who had just celebrated his first birthday, was in the care of a trustworthy babysitter when the terrible incident occurred. Brat and Judy had departed for what should have been a normal day, so they weren't home when the unthinkable happened. True, who is little over a year old, has reached the period known as the walking and crawling face, which is all too recognizable to parents. Exploration, curiosity, and unfortunately, potentially harmful situations are all part of this time. According to insiders, the family's home was undergoing some repairs. Contractors and employees were scattered throughout the property, working on various tasks. Even though everything seemed to be in order, it's easy to see how a little kid may sense danger in such a normal environment. While his caretaker was momentarily distracted, True Legend went off, as inquisitive as any youngster his age. He happened to be near a ladder that the maintenance crew had set up during this brief time. Any parent would shiver at the circumstances that followed. Little True Legend attempted to scale the ladder, perhaps seeing it as an intriguing task. True seems to have suffered injuries after falling from the ladder, while the precise circumstances are yet unclear. He was injured even though his caretaker, who was not far behind, rushed to his aid. When his caretaker, who was not far behind, rushed to his aid, the damage had already been done.